Across Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, and beyond, hundreds of thousands have flooded the streets. Chants for democracy echo through the city squares of Turkey. Banners bear one name, Ekrem İmamoğlu. Riot police respond with tear gas, water cannons, and mass arrests. Turkey is in turmoil. Since İmamoğlu's arrest on March 19th, the country has erupted in the largest protest in over a decade. Accused of corruption and terrorism, charges blatantly political, İmamoğlu's detention has ignited national outrage. Almost 2,000 people have already been detained, including journalists, students, and activists. In Istanbul alone, more than 300,000 marched, and the movement is still growing. For many, this isn't just about one man, it's about the future of Turkish democracy. Just weeks ago, Ekrem İmamoğlu was a widely popular mayor of Istanbul and a leading contender to challenge Erdogan in 2028. Today, he's behind bars. But why is İmamoğlu such a threat to Erdogan? He's the only politician to defeat Erdogan's ruling party, not once, but 3 times in local elections.
In Turkey, a gamble on a re-election in Istanbul appears to have backfired for President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The opposition is celebrating a landslide win in the mayoral vote rerun after 25 years of rule by Islamic conservatives.
His 2019 victory in Istanbul, backed by secularists and Kurdish voters, was a historic blow to Erdogan's grip on power. So, the right-wing government in Turkey is scared. İmamoğlu speaks of a pluralistic democratic Turkey, where people can live freely, regardless of ethnicity, belief, or language. While careful not to fully align with the pro-Kurdish HDP, İmamoğlu has promoted inclusion, equal citizenship, and measured support for Kurdish rights. His 2019 win was made possible in part by the HDP's tactical backing, a coalition Erdogan fears. Now, the government claims he has ties to the PKK, a charge widely seen as fabricated. While he does not explicitly align with the HDP's full political agenda, İmamoğlu consistently promotes a message of unity, equal citizenship, and justice for all ethnic groups, including the Kurds. He has criticized government crackdowns on Kurdish politicians and mayors, though often in a measured tone to avoid alienating nationalist voters. İmamoğlu's party, the Republican People's Party, is strongest in cities like Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, and Antalya. Its base, urban, educated, secular, and younger voters, usually tend to be leftist or left of center. Their economic plans include stronger welfare in terms of healthcare, education, and higher minimum wages, progressive taxation to reduce inequality, public investment in infrastructure, green energy and tech, support for youth and SMEs, a hard line on anti-corruption and restoring independent institutions. CHP supports a regulated free market. They are not anti-capitalist, but favor government intervention to prevent exploitation and monopolies.
Biz bu şehirde demokrasi inşa edeceğiz. Biz bu şehirde adaleti inşa edeceğiz.
They also called for stronger independent institutions like the central bank to ensure financial stability and transparency. CHP frames itself as a party of justice, fairness, and economic competence, in sharp contrast to AKP's rising inflation, favoritism, and economic instability, as well as Erdogan's blatant authoritarianism. İmamoğlu's arrest isn't the only blow. In a shocking move, Istanbul University invalidated his diploma as well, possibly disqualifying him for a presidential run, as under Turkish law, only university graduates can run. For many, this is yet another tactic to crush the opposition. As Erdogan tightens his grip, İmamoğlu's name has become a symbol of resistance. The coming months will be critical, not just for one man, but for the soul of Turkey's democracy. On top of the political crisis, people are getting angry because Turkey is also facing a deepening economic one, marked by soaring inflation and a collapsing currency. Inflation surged past 60% in 2023, eroding wages and making basic goods increasingly unaffordable. The Turkish lira has lost over 80% of its value since 2018, mostly due to President Erdogan's insistence on low interest rates despite high inflation, a policy that defies conventional economics. Investor confidence has plummeted, worsened by Erdogan's repeated dismissal of central bank governors and increasing political interference in financial institutions. In a desperate attempt to stabilize the currency, the government has burned through billions in foreign reserves, including 10 billion in recent weeks alone. As poverty grows and youth unemployment rises, the economic pressure is feeding national unrest. For many, the arrest of İmamoğlu is not just a political turning point, it is a symbol of a system that is failing them both politically and economically. Will the protests fade or spark real change? Do they have a chance of turning into something more, a call for social change and not just political change? We'll be watching in the next coming weeks to find out. Tell us in the comments below what you think.